An African woman has successfully challenged the Home Office decision to refuse her application. If you know anyone who is in the care workers visa or anyone who doesn't have British passport, this is a story that they can learn from that will give them hope. Let's break this story down. This lady in question, she came to the UK around 18 years ago. How did she come to the UK? That's what you're about to find out. She is from Democratic Republic of Congo. That is where she's from. She wasn't a criminal. She was running from her home country. And why was she running? She and her husband, they were politicians who belongs to the opposition party in Congo. For her, she and her husband, they were in prison and the woman was raped. The husband was later killed, right? This woman, her world turned upside down. She did not know what to do. With no safe way out of the country, she did what most refugees would do. She contacted her agent who gave her false passport, and she used that false passport to manage to find her escape. From Congo, she went to Nairobi, and then she landed in the UK. Guess what she did as soon as she arrived in the UK? She did what a lot of refugees will do who are fleeing persecution. She sorted asylum, and the Home Office found her case to be credible. They granted her refugee status. With years passed by, the woman, she rebuilt her life in the UK. She had 3 children who were born in the UK. 12 years later, the woman has indefinite leave to remain, and everything was going well for this woman. February this year, the Home Office said, the woman decided to say, let me apply for my British passport because I am now due for British passport. She paid £1,600 and she was hoping that, yes, she will get her British passport. Guess what? The Home Office recently introduced the good character test. Remember, when this woman came, good character test only came in this year. It should not apply to somebody who was granted indefinitely to remain long time ago, who's been in the country for 18 years. This is where those on the care workers visas, you can learn from this woman's case. Now, under the good character test, people like her who came, they cannot apply for British citizenship because they came into the country illegal, according to the Home Office. The woman, when she received the refusal, she would have gone to church, say, my pastor, pray for me. Or start crying, feeling sorry for herself. The woman said, no, I fought in Democratic Republic of Congo to live. I will take this case as far as it goes. This for me is principle. The woman contacted a lawyer. They argue that refugees are protected under international law. They said fleeing persecution often requires traveling through illegal means. Somebody who is facing life and death in their home country, you expect them to just go to the embassy. I'm coming to the UK. I'm going to Piccadilly Castle. I'm going to see Buckingham Palace. This woman is running for life and death situation, for God's sake. That is what the lawyer were arguing in court. And they said that punishing survivors forever contradicts justice itself. And this woman, the lawyer successfully argued the case. Guess what? On the 8th of December, she received an envelope in the post. Meanwhile, when the woman was refused, the Home Office said, we will give you £1,480 we will keep, but we'll give you 120 because you did not go to the ceremony. You refuse the woman. You're not granting her citizenship. Just like a lot of people from our community, they'll pay thousands of pounds to apply. In some cases, those who are refused, the money never get returned to them. This woman got a letter in the post that the Home Office decision, they revised the decision. She's invited to ceremony, and this woman cannot apply. Now, a refugee will enter the country has been granted. Now, how does this case now apply to those people who doesn't have British passport yet? Let's look. This is not just a victory for this sister from the Congo. It set a precedent for others. It exposed crack in a policy affecting thousands of people from our community, and it raised a question the UK now has to answer. In this woman's case, can survivors be treated as criminals forever? Because there are a lot of people who are refugees now who are worried. Now, this woman's case, what is the good character that the Home Office talk about every time? The good character test, it allows officials, in this case, the Home Office officials will examine an immigrant entire past, including survivors' decision made decade ago. And in this woman's case, 1 out of survivor for somebody who is fleeing persecution, trying to do everything possible. Her husband died, trying to do everything possible to survive. And now the Home Office is saying, oh, we are going to punish you for the decision you make. Remember, they saw this woman's case and they said it is true. That was why she was granted refugee status. And now she's still being punished. Now, what is the impact of this case on people from migrant community, especially those on the care workers visas and other people? Number one, Home Office discretion has limits. Long-term resident and refugee gain real hope from this case. Legal challenge are encouraged. Citizenship decision must be fair and not rigid. Fear of applying is reduced. Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights are strengthened. Pressure mounts for the Home Office to reconsider some of the policies. And also, what are the lessons that you who is watching me now, who is yet to obtain settled status, and you're worried that, oh, I came in, they told me 5 years and now 15 years. What are the lessons that all of us can learn from this case? Number one, long lawful resident carries real power. Evidence win case. Home Office decision can be overturned. Human rights protect real life. The right legal advice changes outcome. Persistent beats intimidation. Citizenship is achievable in the case of this woman. Now, anyone that wants to read up on this case, this is the source of the case for anyone that wants to read up on the case, right? Now, do you think this woman would have won this case if she accepted her fate, she cried, or she went to her pastor and they did fasting and prayer and they gave her anointing oil to rub her face and she was waiting for the Home Office to call her and grant her citizenship? Or by being proactive, that gave her the outcome that she got? I want to know what your views are, whether you think that just by praying and not doing anything would have given her the outcome. Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel to support us and give this video a like. You could be helping somebody, because there are a lot of people in our community who have given up hope because of the recent changes for the care workers visa. I have an update on the care workers visa tomorrow. I will share with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon.